Hello, hello! Today I will be explaining the lore of Zibai for absolute dummies. So, if you have not played the Archon quest, or you're just a dialogue skipper, I'm not judging you by the way, no problem, I've got you covered. Zibai was an angel from Celestia who was serving as an envoy to the three Moon Sisters. If you don't know who those are, they were created by the dragon ruler, who was like pretty much almost the first being on Tivat, to help him rule. We meet them in the Luna Archon quest. So, she was governing an old place called Langan, an ancient civilization in Liwa that doesn't exist anymore, and she was teaching the inhabitants skills in agriculture, and therefore she was known as the god of soil and grain, or more commonly known nowadays, the White Horse Adeptus, because we often see her in the White Horse form. She got her vision, or more exact, moon will, which is basically just not cry visions, from Istaroth. Istaroth was, or still is, the shade of time, and the shades were created by the primordial one to help govern Tevat. After she got the moon wheel, she became an envoy not only for the Moon Sisters, but for Celestia as well. So she basically ascended to the Lunar Palace. However, as we know, since there are three Moon Sisters, calamity hit, and the two of them shattered. Except the only one that didn't shatter, that was the Frost Moon. Now, after it shattered, many pieces of it fell to the ground, and we know that one of them, as now the Celestial Nail, that you can still find one in Dragonspine and one in the Chasm, we know it fell and it was cleansed with impurities. Celestia wanted to, cleanse it, so they decide, let's drop it on Langan. Now, Zibai, the envoy of Celestia, was like, nah, this can't happen. They are not dropping it on Langan. And she decided to defy Celestia and stop the Celestial Nail from hitting. Now, Celestia was not very happy, and Zibai basically also died, and so Zibai was imprisoned. However, she managed to turn her soul into three parts, so the original of her died, but she turned her impure thoughts into three separate beings, called the Deadly Selves. Humans would only usually have one or two, but since she was an angel, basically, she had three of them. And Istaroth, basically appreciating what Zibai did, and basically also being the one who said, yo, you get to be an envoy for the Moon Sisters, help preserve those three parts. The first one is Ziju, who is trapped in the false moon and is the one with blue eyes. The second one is Zizhi, the one with red eyes, representing anger. And the third one is Ziqiao, the one with the yellow eyes, representing joy. In the recent Lantern Ride quest, which you can still replay by the way, we help Zhongli to reunite all of Zibai's deadly selves, and we actually succeed. However, it is not without a price. Zibai is a bit hazy, and she's like basically on her period with mood swings. In one moment, she's like a calm, a cool aunt, and in the next, she's angry and she wants to be like a Karen. Yo, call your manager, please. On the other hand, Zhongli tells us it's gonna take a while until all the three selves settle in. And for Zibai, it's kind of hard remembering all this stuff and like piecing it together, because you kind of combine three versions of yourself in one day. That's kind of exhausting. Anyways, we helped Zibai, and we also explore the world in her floating carriage because she has one, and surprisingly enough, Zibai very easily accepts the fact that the world has changed. She isn't like some Xianyun character, I feel like personally, because she knows what's going on and she easily adapts. Also, we hide the fact that Zibai is, well, the White Horse Adeptus by saying she's cosplaying as the White Horse Adeptus. Awesome, awesome excuse. Currently, Zibai is enjoying herself, and it has been said, or at least in her story, which you can read on her profile, it is said she is really thinking Yao is pretty good at mathematics and testing Yao at every chance. I don't think she's very happy about it. You could say Zibai is the oldest playable character now available, but, there's many interpretations. On top of that, we have seen she can be quite innovative when coming to her Adeptus blessing ways, literally just replanting a tree from the left while helping someone who wants to plant a tree in one day. Wow, Zibai. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this speed paint and also Zibai's lore for dummies. Bye bye!